everyone, and welcome to the best blog on earth. I'm your host, Riley Harris. Well, this week I have decided to take up a bit of gardening. I do have a wonderful, bountiful greenhouse. Greenhouses are for edible food, and I thought it would be nice to make this place more aesthetically pleasing. So I thought I would grow flowers. Have I ever grown flowers before? No. But had I ever travelled through time before I did? No. And look how that turned out. I gave it a go. And things turned out as expected. I walked around the neighbourhood, tried to see if there were other flowers already growing. That way I could see what kind of flower I was in for. And there were a couple. You know, not all of them were as beautiful. There were some reds, yellows, not that many blues. I was kind of hoping for a purple flower, but there's no supply. So I kind of settled on a nice yellow one. Something that I could see from a distance if I ever got it to grow. And around the yellow flowers were kind of other, like little things kind of popping up and growing, other flowers. So I picked the smaller flowers, hoping it would be easier to transplant them. So I got down, hands and knees, dug out the little dirt around them, pick them up in my hands, and kind of bring them back and put them in my flower bed. Well, not all of them survived the trip. I know that because I dropped some of them and stepped on them. And I don't think there's any coming back from that for flowers. I did feel bad about that. But ultimately, there's nothing I can do. So I got the surviving flowers over to my garden. I already picked out a spot to put them in, which was good. And yeah, kind of just stuck them back in the ground, which I presume is how you're supposed to transplant flowers. Yeah, and then I waited for a couple days. They seem to be taking well. Well, not all of them. Some of them. Alright, one of them. But it was, as far as I could tell, not dying immediately. Let that grow for a little bit. Well, have you all ever heard the story of the ugly duckling? Tiny little duck, very ugly amongst other ducks. Turns out it wasn't a duck, it was a swan the whole time, which makes it a beautiful whatever it is. My flower, not exactly a flower, it was a one of those little puff weeds. And yeah, it sprouted its little puffies and just blew them all over my garden. Now, yes, I know that is technically not a flower, but I did succeed in getting it to grow. After what happened and all of its little seeds flying over my garden, I can only presume that I'm going to succeed in getting it to grow in the future. So I'm going to call that one a success. Maybe it's not about setting my sights higher, it's about setting them lower. I, instead of growing one flower, have now grown probably 50 weeds. Life is life, and you gotta look at it like that. And I know what some of you are thinking. Man tries to grow flowers, instead grows weeds. Must be the worst gardener on earth. Wrong. Best gardener on earth. That is going to do it for this week's episode. Let's end with our Australian fact of the week. Australia's highest mountain is Mount McClintock, which is 3,490 metres high. And it can be found in the Australian and Arctic territory. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next time.